Hey guys, yeah, it's been a while, yeah. Not even sure what day it is technically. Um, well, not like, yeah, like today's Tuesday, but, I don't know, like what, day, yeah. And honestly, I think I'm gonna, not, well, yeah, I'm gonna stop, naming them, like days, because if I'm being honest, I'm not sure if if it'll be realistic, or I don't know. Point is, I'm not gonna name like the videos like day, number, whatever. I'm just um I guess I'm just gonna name it whatever the video is, whatever I'm kind of talking about, whatever the main point is, really. Um, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Last video, I said I was gonna do, I was gonna start in Philippians, but I don't know. Maybe not. This video is not yet, at least, going to be about Philippians 1. Um, I don't know. It's kind of treated. I'm sort of treating it right now. It's like a sort of therapy session. Yeah, just letting stuff out that if I cannot, like, stuff that I kind of want to say to my friends, and like in a sort of, with the intention, of course, of guiding them. Um, like all this stuff that I'm like saving or not saying, I guess I'll just say right here. And yeah, just in order to not feel like a bomb about to explode. Um, let's see. What should I start with? Okay. So the people my age or teenagers, yes, I've talked about in past videos about lust, and how lust ruins, it twists the original definition and portrait of love, of God's love, that he intended, the way he intended it to be. We, in our sinfulness, in our sinful nature, we have twisted it and again corrupted it in a way that it just, it kind of dehumanizes people. And but what I want to like sort of emphasize right now is that lust is not always obvious. And again, it is not this it's not always this behavior in which you can instantly recognize, oh yeah, no, that is definitely lust. I mean, no. Sometimes it can appear as, I guess, desire, but not like that type of desire, just, I guess, casual. Let's call it that. Just casual desire, where you say, "Oh, but I'm mature now. I know what I'm not supposed to think about or do. I know how, I guess, I know how I'm supposed to behave." So therefore, you kind of assume that you are like ready for a relationship, and then you start I guess, scouting, let's call it. And of course, the only way is that it it ends bad. Because again, since lust, especially with men, it's a like a cancer. It's a virus that eats your soul away. I mean, it dehumanizes other people so bad. Again, you lose all like sense of, again, you think other people are just like robots, or that they don't have a soul either. You just watch them as objects, as, flesh and bones. That's it. No, nothing beyond that. But again, it is not always, and once you are delivered, of course, by the Lord, from this lust, you, of course, now you are able to recognize when you are being lustful. That only in, again, some cases, some cases. But there are other cases in which I guess it appears just as like harmless in a way. Yeah, harmless, just, oh, it's, I don't know, I'm just curious about it, or I'm considering doing this, doing that. And again, it is so casual that I'm thinking right now to not call it lust, but I don't know, just, I guess, let's call it curiosity. Again, it is so casual. It seems so harmless, but in reality, I mean, it sort of has almost the same effect as lust has. For example, you start, if you didn't already compare yourself with other people, a lot of times, then now, because I guess you are trying to, whether you're conscious of it or not, whether it's voluntary or not, you are starting to compare even more, to a point in which, again, it is not healthy with others. And for example, you start being ungrateful for what God has given you, for what God has blessed you with. You start to take this for granted. You start taking his love for granted, which is something that throughout Holy Week, for example, I was reminded of God's love, which, well, no, I'm sure it wasn't only me. I'm pretty sure most Christians are reminded of God's love especially during Holy Week. But again, you start, in a way, you start slowly drifting away from God. You start relying more on what is seen, on what you are seeing, what you are experiencing, rather than, again, what is unseen. You stop having this faith that kept you going. You slowly start to just focus on what you can see, what you know, and you tend to, again, lose patience, or sort of avoid uncertainty. And because you are avoiding uncertainty, you tend to rush certain stuff, or if not rush, maybe at least try to rush them. Gladly, I didn't get to that part where I did rush some stuff. But yeah, I sort of started lately focusing again on what I saw rather than having faith, which is, yeah, it's something that I've kind of been forgetting to having faith. I started relying a lot on, facts, stuff, evidence, stuff that I could be, if not 100%, if not like 90 or 80% at least, I could reasonably, put my trust in. Which again, you're supposed to reasonably put your trust in Jesus, of course. But again, this uncertainty was again, I felt like a bomb about to explode. I don't know, I was just so angry all the time. So I was so impatient. I was comparing myself with others so much. And if, for example, I wasn't doing something, then I would get mad because I would think that I was being, I guess, unproductive, or that I was being lazy, which is something that I've been trying to work on. But at the same time, I would be like, okay, I need a break because, again, I've been doing all this stuff, and then that break transforms into a freaking vacation. Like, for example, with me, doing all this. And again, it has like the undiscipline. Is that what you call it? No. The inconsistency, let's call it. Like, these bad habits have been spreading like to a point in which, again, some days I would like not read my Bible, but it wasn't like accidentally. No, I mean, I would know that I haven't read my Bible, and I genuinely didn't want to. I mean, I was like, I mean, do I really have to? Which, come on, you do. And again, I was, putting my focus. I was focusing so much on the stuff that I could see. And not only on that, but also like on the future, on the past. My mind was pretty much everywhere, but in the right now. Which is something I will talk about like in a few minutes. But first off, I will finish kind of this thought I have. You might hear, or yes, you often hear that don't do stuff just because other people do it. Like, don't be like a follower, if you know what I mean. Like, don't just do whatever, like, don't just go ahead and do whatever, like, I guess society tells you to do. I'm explaining it really bad right here, but basically, don't be influenced by, just don't let yourself be influenced into doing stuff you're not supposed to, or that will harm you mentally or physically, just because, again, certain people do it. And I mean, this might not apply to everyone, but in my case, since I would say that I am pretty extremist in, well, of course, in my beliefs, but also in in the way I want to do stuff. For example, lately, since again I've been struggling a lot lately to even do like the simplest stuff, just read a chapter a day. Read a chapter a day. Pray, consistently throughout the day. I mean, I'm not saying that's like basic stuff, but it's sort of the bare minimum. But again, since I have been sort of failing to do this stuff, and if you're still in high school or whatever, with prom coming up, I was seriously considering to, bringing a date. Which again, again, this does not apply to everyone. But in my case, since I am like extremist in what I believe, I lean more towards like the traditional way when we're talking about like relationships in which what do I mean by this? What I mean is, again, just like being with one woman my entire life. That's it. I mean, that's that's pretty much it. Yeah, like, nah, I'm not trying to be like, I don't want to be like I don't want to be like hopping around, I don't want to be like, well, this month I'm over here, and then this month I'm gonna be over there, and then 6 months I'm gonna be over here, with this person, and then I'm single, and then I'm with this person until I find the right one. No, no. At least I'm not built for that. No. The hard part about this, though, is, again, at least in my case, again, for like the third time, this does not apply with everyone. But again, I'm pretty serious about this stuff. I just don't treat it as, oh, it's nothing. I don't treat it, I just don't view it as, oh, it's okay. It's just, you can just go as friends or whatever. I wish I could, like, well, not really, but like, my point is, okay, I'm just going around all this, and I'm going in circles. Okay, here it is. In my case, I just want to date one woman, and that woman is going to be my wife. That's it. That's everything pretty much summarized in a sentence. And since, again, I do want this, of course, I also, since I have a flesh too, and I have thoughts. Well, of course I have thoughts, and not all of them are precisely godly. Let's say, yeah. Let's just be honest. Not all of them are like godly, but of course I'm just taking them captive, and put like surrendering them to Christ, of course. But again, with the like picking up the like issue again, like lust or like curiosity, which is saying, I guess, like making fake scenarios in your mind. Now I'm putting it like I'm crazy. But again, just like, just being curious and putting your mind, again, whether you're aware of it or not, you putting your mind on, okay, what if I date this person, or what if I dated this person, or what if I don't know, maybe this person could be the one, or maybe this person. I mean, focusing so much on that, I mean, it obviously, well, now I know that it obviously gets you off track. Of course, it distracts you. I'm explaining it in not in a very good way. It is, I'm sure it is much more complicated than that. But I'm just saying it like my version of how I've been kind of battling this in a way, or just experiencing it. Okay, and the next thing I kind of wanted to mention is, it's pretty like, I mean, it can be really easily like associated with, again, this curiosity that we're talking about, which is putting your mind on the right now. This might sound kind of silly, or I don't know, but I was just watching, before me doing this, I was watching a like Kung Fu Panda 2, and there was this thing like towards the end of the movie, that Po said, can't believe a panda said this, but that he was talking to the peacock, to Shen. He just said, like, you gotta let it go. You gotta let your past go, because it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter anymore. And I mean, of course he's right, but it's not as easy to understand. And especially if it's not as easy to understand, imagine how much harder it is to, I guess, like, enact it, like put it like in action. But yes, you might be carrying, like, with this stuff that you feel like it's sort of choking the life out of you, and you might be like anxious about what you have and what you don't, and you may like think so much about like the future, and I guess reminiscing like on the stuff that you have done, and you just dwelling so much on the past and the future. I mean, it of course takes you, it takes your mind off the right now. I mean, and that was just like part of the like thing Paul said, that again, you just gotta let it go, because it just doesn't matter anymore. It just doesn't matter. I mean, you can choose to, you can like put your identity in a way. You can act based on what you have done or what you think you will do. But again, it is very important to stay in the present, to appreciate the right now. I mean, of course, it's sort of obvious, but again, it's not obvious at the same time. Okay, I think that's too much like. Nope, it was the other way. Okay. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah. Think of it this way. Just think of it as you being tied to I guess like a load of weight, like loads of weight. Think of it as loads of 45-pound plates, okay? Think of it as that, or as of a big rock, like a massive rock, very heavy. And you're just tied with a rope to this rock, and you're trying to, move forward. And you're getting tired, of course. You're getting tired and tired and tired. You're getting mad. You're getting frustrated because, again, it's so heavy. And of course, I mean, the answer seems pretty obvious, right? When you put it this way, it seems pretty obvious. Just cut the rope, If you want to be comfortable, if you want to be free, you got to cut the rope. But again, when we go through this exact same situation, well, not exact same, but when we go through similar situations as this analogy, then all of a sudden it's not so obvious. And then all of a sudden you don't know you don't know what to do. So you just keep trying to go forward, again, while being tied to this massive weight that it's slowing you down, and it's forcing you to give up. So think of it this way: just everything from this moment that you have done, well, of course, it's everything that is pulling you away from God. Everything that that is not letting you get closer to God, this very instant, just let it go. Okay, just let it go. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore. It's already in the past. So maybe it's not the best of, maybe it's not one of my best, I guess, analogies or arguments, but it still helps. Just cut the rope. I mean, just let it go. Okay, just focus on the right now. Focus on the right now. Appreciate the right now. Choose what you want to be. Choose what to do. I mean, your actions define who you are, right? So don't base your actions, again, on what you did, because, again, that doesn't matter anymore. So, oh my gosh, this is not flowing. Yeah, no, it's not flowing. Yeah, just main thing is that I sort of tried to make clear is that all this stuff that is either pulling you away from God or that it's not allowing you to get closer to Him, you gotta let it go. I mean, in some cases it might hurt, but it's not worth it. It's not worth to keep whatever it is over God. I mean, it is not. It's just not worth it. It's kind of obvious, but again, not so obvious. And okay, I don't know what happened there. Okay, and one more thing: as Christians, as followers of Christ, we often go through, well, I mean, you should be going through like struggles. You should be struggling in your walk with Christ, because, again, it's not easy. If you are not like struggling at all, if you were not struggling in your walk with Christ, then you'd most likely be lukewarm. I mean, you'd most likely you wouldn't be doing something, or you would be doing something that you shouldn't. Point is, it is normal. Like the struggle you are facing, it's normal. Okay, it has to happen. I mean, yes, it sucks. I know it sucks really bad, but and I think that in most cases it helps to like be aware or know that other people are also struggling. Like you're not like the only one that's like having a hard time, I guess. I don't know, it just sort of helps. But again, this process again of sharpening, it's normal. Okay, it has to happen in order for you to be a better person, in order for you to be who God called you to be. And I'm gonna say it one more time. Yes, it's going to suck, but something that I think helps me, I don't know if I don't think it's just me, but again, it helps to know, or just be aware that people are also again, it helps to know that you are not the only one that's struggling. And in this sort of cases, where two people are struggling, we sharpen one another. We sharpen one another. As iron sharpens iron, so a brother sharpens another, and of course a sister too. But again, final reminder, don't be doing stupid stuff, okay? Don't be, I know it's hard, but don't be doing stuff that that either you haven't consulted it with God. I mean, he already knows, but I mean, it's for your like own well-being to consult it with God. He already knows what you're gonna say, yes, but it's for you to let it out, for you to, I guess, realize what you're actually going to do, what you're actually thinking, what you're actually considering to do. And this again could help, or well, yeah, most likely helps to determine whether you should do this, to be able to discern whether it's God's will or not. And it is most likely tied to your current life circumstance, to your current scenario. Let's put it that way. But yeah, again, one last time, and it's over. It is normal to struggle, okay? If you weren't struggling, again, you wouldn't be doing it right. If you weren't struggling, then it means you are not all in, okay? It means that you're just doing the bare minimum. You're doing only the stuff that you know you are able to like do. You're not going beyond. You're not trying to, again, you're not trying to improve. But again, in these struggles, it's so easy, so common to forget why of this struggle. And we turn it as, again, like the world or God himself being sort of against us, and everything not working for you, and just all this stuff that it's not true. Really, it's not true at all. And another thing, sorry, another thing is hold people accountable. I mean, yes, it might be uncomfortable to hold like your friends, like your closest friends accountable of, when when you are able to discern that a friend is doing stuff with something or someone that they shouldn't be doing, um, that they are about to get into something that it'll crush them, but not in the good way in which you end up improving. No, it's the type of situation in which it ends up pulling this person away from God. Let's put it this way. Again, don't be afraid to hold people accountable. I mean, and the people that do hold people accountable wish that they wish that the people they hold accountable held other people accountable too. I mean, it's hard and it's not pleasant at all to see people change or drift away from God because of situations they put themselves in. Which is again the importance of having friends and family that again hold you accountable, that that warn you about stuff that you shouldn't be involved with, or people that you shouldn't be involved with, or at least not at this time. Because again, of course, that it is obvious that God's time is perfect, but I'd say that I'm not saying that it's not true. I mean, it is totally 100% true. But I feel like it's generalized a lot. I mean, most people that say this just say, "Oh, don't worry, God's time is perfect," and then just walk away. And I think it is, the explanation of this phrase, or not only this phrase, but many other phrases, that actually helps people to understand why you are saying this. It's not just, oh, I'll just drop you this immensely generalized quote and then just walk away hoping you do something about it. I mean, no. Well, at least for me, I just feel like it's sort of annoying sometimes. But again, going back to the main point, hold your friends accountable. Okay, don't be afraid to hold them accountable. They don't know, if they don't know, what a blessing it is for someone to hold you accountable, for someone to, I guess, check on you. Okay, you don't know how much of a blessing it is to know that someone genuinely worries about you. I mean, of course, besides your family, someone that you, I guess, interact with daily, of course, outside of your family. It is again such a big blessing to know that there is someone that cares about you. Of course, Jesus cares about you also, but again, it is knowing that there is another person like you that genuinely worries about you, that genuinely cares about you being close to God. Okay, yeah, that was pretty much it. Little therapy session. I'll admit it, not the best. It was not the best, but at least it's in. It's in the channel now. I mean, it should be by now. Yeah, just stay blessed, stay rooted, and stay prayed up. Bye.